I was going to use 2 steel sides, but I'm going to do a steel and a brass side, obviously. That's both of the heads, faces, heads, lumps, ready to go. This is obviously finished now. Now I need to heat treat this guy, so I'm going to cover it in some Conjurosol. Temper, temper. So now it's time to start on the body. Ooh, we do love touching a body, don't we? Which is this part, which I'm just calling the body. I don't really know what it's called. And I was originally going to do it 40mm, but I've had an idea, because obviously 40mm with all the springs and everything, make the hammerhead probably about that wide, which would be a bit ridiculous. So come and watch my idea. The main reason I need the body wide is because the housing for the handle needs to go on there, and if it was only 20, it's not gonna fit properly. So I needed more. So my idea is, this is hollow tube, obviously, which I'm gonna cut to 40, and then I'll have a 20mm slug, which I'm gonna have to seat in there and weld in place, and then this can go on there. And also it'll look real fancy because the springs will seat in there real nicely and fancy and that. And then it should look cool, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Everyone will hate it, but let's go do that now, obviously. So as you saw there, I used this socket to push it in, and what I did was I measured on the socket 10mm, so that when I slotted it down, it reached that mark. And then I can measure on this side, and it's the same. Sometimes I use my mind. So that's a friction fit, but we're not going to just rely on that, because it's a silly idea, and we're going to put some holes in there, and then weld it, obviously, yeah. down. Time to make the hole. Brother. Oh, goddamn, get very far though, will we? Without a piece of wood to slot in that dirty hole. So dirty, maybe I should have cleaned it out. Let's go get some wood to slot in there. I don't know. The handle is now circular, and to stop you all crying about it being circular and spinning in your hand and stuff, because you all watched Forged in Fire, I'm going to flatten the sides, but really obviously so you can see it, because usually I do it slowly where you can just feel it, but just watch. Happy now? Before I start the gluing montage, you may have noticed that the handle's slightly different. Because I did this, and I absolutely fucking despised it. Now let's glue it. And also because of the flat spot and the flat spot, that'll slot in there when I've glued it. And what I've done is I've chamfered this side here, because there's a little blob of weld, which is pretty, I planned that. And that stops it rotating. So I don't have to pin it. Oh, look, it's dry. Now it's wet. What I wanted to point out here is that I took this up to 40 grit to leave some grooves in, and then sanded back down to 120, but not too much, so that I've got some nice lines in there which act as a grip when you're holding it. Ooh, always thinking. And now what we want to do is obviously put their heads on, because that's not really going to do much, is it? That's it, all ready to go. So I guess it is time to put it together. And I'm going to Loctite the steel head on, because that screws on and off pretty easy. But the brass one sort of binds and locks itself anyway, especially because I've scuffed that bit up. So we'll do that. And then Test it. Ooh, look at that. Dong, dong, dong. Ooh, that's cool. Why don't you try it on some Australian hardwood nails? So that kind of worked, I guess. I didn't really know how to test it. But I'm sure you'll all tell me that I should have done something. I'd obviously use the Deadblow hammer usually on my mill, so I'll probably use that on my mill if I don't sell it. Don't forget to check me on social media, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Also, let me know if you want to see more tool bills, because I quite enjoyed that. See ya.